In times of COVID-19, it has become increasingly difficult for government to prioritize with very limited resources, especially when every sector needs help. It is based on this that 28 teams of Ghanaian, regional and international economists were tasked to research to identify promising solutions for Ghana. A renowned 7-member panel of top experts called the Ghana Priorities Eminent Panel will vet these solutions in a 3-day conference in Accra. Now, speaking at the launch of the panel, on behalf of the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, was Professor Joe Amakotofo. He explains how crucial their work will influence national decisions.
It's not in anyone's aspiration to want to live with COVID-19. Even with a common cold, it is not our desire to live with it knowingly. What we need to do is to fully understand, as best as we can, what are the key parameters and the extent of our preparedness in dealing with this public health crisis. So I think what government is doing is bringing together the experts, asking them what they need to do their work as best as they can, demanding of them to give us all the scientific evidence, and leaving it to government then to decide on the basis of the evidence. Remember, the medical evidence is just one part of the story. There's a lot more, the human story, everyday story, that don't show up in the statistics, but they show up in our everyday life. So government must be ready, put in place a whole lot of instruments to listen, to analyze, explore options, both in the short term and the medium term, to understand the resource needs to deal with this, and therefore what is going to work best in quote, because the situation changes rapidly. And so what you thought you knew, what you thought you had prepared, can soon be made obsolete, redundant. So I think government is doing what we expect government to do: take the responsibility, make the decisions, be ready to defend the decisions, accountable for those decisions, and at the same time also rallying public opinion.
While the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, Professor Kwesi Botwe, a former Finance Minister, and Nobel laureate in Economics, Professor Finn Kidland, are part of the panel. The National Development Planning Commission, together with the Copenhagen Consensus Center, put together this panel. And now we can hear from coordinator for the Ghana Priorities at the Copenhagen Center, Dr. Ralph Nojo, shedding more light on this program.
So what we have been doing over the past 18 months under the Ghana Priorities is to select policies that we have in Ghana in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. So these policies were selected by a team of experts, mainly from academia, who have selected these policies, and we got over 400 policies. Yes, our work under the Ghana Priorities is to do a cost-benefit analysis. Absolutely no way that we could do cost-benefit analysis of 400 policies. So we moved to the next stage where we had a team of reference groups. The reference groups are people in media, people in private sector, people in government agencies. We're part of selecting 60 policies from the 400 that we have. Okay, so having selected these 60 policies, next was to engage the ministries to validate these policies for us. So we need to be very sure that the choice of the policies that we are picking are policies that are really relevant to Ghana.